The story of a land both fair and great. On the 11th of November, an Independence Day. This was much against the wishes of certain governments. Leaders tried to break us down and make us all repent. But we're all religions and we'll fight through thick and thin. We'll keep our land the free land, stop the enemy coming in. We'll keep them north of the Zambezi till that river's running dry. And this mighty land will prosper, freedom never die. They can sow their mouths to murder, shout their words of peace. But the cost of keeping this land free can never be too great. For our men and boys are fighting for the things that they both fear. And this land and all its people will never disappear. Because we're all the nations and we'll fight through thick and thin. We'll keep our land a free land, stop the enemy coming in. We'll keep them north of the Zambezi till that river's running dry. This mighty land will prosper, all the kingdom never die. You deserve this little nation for our children's children. Watch your railroad here, no other land will do. We will stand tall in the sunshine with the truth upon our side. And if we have to go alone, we will alone with pride. Because we're all the nations and we'll fight through thick and thin. We'll keep our land the free land, stop the enemy coming in. Keep them north of the Zambezi, the bank is running dry. And this mighty land will prosper, for the never die. All the nations and we'll fight through thick and thin. We'll keep our land the free land, stop the enemy coming in. And north of the Zambezi, the bank is running dry.
Out on the streets in response to these stunning images that have shocked South Africans. Looting on a massive scale, windows smashed, hundreds of stores set on fire, police often outnumbered and overwhelmed. A desperate scene at this building torched by rioters. A mother threw her toddler into the safe arms of a crowd below. More than 200 have died, 10 killed in a stampede during looting at this supermarket. Everything in here has been destroyed. There is nothing left to salvage except for a few shelves, but no goods. The violence was sparked by the arrest of former President Jacob Zuma, under investigation for corruption and fraud, but still popular among many poor South Africans.
The instigators want to spread instability in the country.
Half of South Africans live below the poverty line. Today, they're left with even less, waiting hours in line for food, fuel, and medicine. This pharmacist's business was looted. He told me he lost everything and is not sure how he'll feed his family. What's left?
Nothing to stop all the stop computers.
Late tonight, the president called the violence a coordinated, deliberate attack intended to destabilize the country and vowed to bring those responsible to justice.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by
So I kind of wonder, right? I kind of wonder, hey, what did Zimbabwe look like before it became Zimbabwe? What was so bad about Rhodesia? What was so bad about South Africa? What was so bad about, everything that was going on over there? I'm going to show you guys what Rhodesia was, how beautiful it was, and everything people had in Rhodesia. Because now South Africa, I'm going to be honest with you. Whenever you hear about South Africa, you guys don't think anything good. Come on. Let's see. Let's see what Rhodesia looked like back in the day. It's funny because if you type in Rhodesia, there we go. All you find is something about a war. All right.
Danny Archer.
I remember when I was a kid hearing about this. And I was always like, black people were being taken advantage of and all this stuff. I don't know if that's true. Here's Leonardo DiCaprio talking about Rhodesia.
Danny Archer. Pleased to meet you. American, huh?
Guilty.
Well, Americans usually are.
Says the white South African.
I'm from Rhodesia.
We say Zimbabwe, don't we?
Do we?
Rhodesia was a powerhouse. And Rhodesia was doing very well. Very well. The Soviets were very concerned about Rhodesia. Let's see if I can show you guys this.
Sometimes it's hot.
Because they did annex. Bergs like, welcome back! Oh my god, thank god you're back! Thank god you're back! White man, thank god you're back, white man! We can't do it without you!
Their support has been amazing, and all the way along, they're always phoning us. When are you coming back? How are things going? So they haven't lost faith at all. We had to really keep the faith up and said, no, we're definitely coming back, and we stuck to it. Even before the change of government, we told them that. And the change of government, of course, was a godsend to us.
Now we are all happy because the community was gaining from Mr. Smart. So I would like to say congratulations to what actually has happened. I was very disappointed of how Mr. Smart was chucked off from this place.
All right, so here's the deal. In South Africa, right, half of the people there, live below the poverty level or poverty line. Half. Not 10%, not 5%, not 3%, half. All right. You know, these white Europeans came in and brought business to South Africa. They started growing things, you know, and here's the thing. This is why, you know, when people say, "Oh, do you agree with what Hitler did?" Hitler's original intention for Africa, right, or the whole fascist thing. Italy was going to start a agricultural revolution in Africa. They were going to turn it into farms and all this stuff, and it was going to be producing all this crap for the rest of Europe and Asia and probably the United States. They wanted to dam the Mediterranean and turn Africa and Europe into one continent. One continent. And people say, "Oh, that would be the worst thing ever. That would be the worst thing." Why? I thought we were all about unity. I thought we were all about, helping each other out. And you're going to say, "Well, look what Hitler did. Look what Hitler did." I get it. But my point is that when I was growing up, you heard about these South African farmers, like the whites were taking advantage. This video is from 4 years ago. 4 years ago. These people are starving over there. They got nothing. Now these white farmers are coming back. They're allowing them to come back to their old farms that they were evicted from. And these people are saying, "Please, white farmer, please help us. Because things are really fucked up here." Let's watch. And by the way, it's Associated Press. You hear the screams?
People were missing that.
Yes.
We are so happy about that.
Yes.
And I think we're going to fulfill what the people were missing.
As always.
Thank you.
What the people were missing, jobs. That's what she's saying. Jobs. And this is what happened, all right? The Soviet Union at the time was basically telling these people, "Hey, listen, you could do this. You could become a communist country." This was the influence. And they said, the white man tricked you guys into doing stuff. You could have done this the whole time. Just take it back. Kick them out. Kick them out of government. create your own government. Now look at them. Now look at them. Check this guy out. Look. No jobs. And this has been going on since the late 70s. I think 79. Since 1979. So tell me again, what is so bad? What is so bad about white people? Tell me. Look at India. Look what happened to India. Oh, let's see this.
I know my wife and my children are going to be ecstatic about what's happened today. That we back, actually back in our home again.
Well, where did they go? Where did they go? They were evicted by blacks, by black Africans, native Africans, whatever you want to call them. They were evicted because of the color of their skin. And now they're being asked to come back. Hurry up! Hurry up!
Words can't describe, but I'm happy to be back in my home. I know there's a lot of destruction, there's a lot of theft that's happened, but I was expecting that anyway. But I just can't wait to get back in a day or two's time and start sweeping up and moving back in and to get the farm going again.
Look, everyone's clapping, everyone's dancing for this guy. They're like, finally, we'll be able to eat again and have a great life.
This insane system.
You tell me. You tell me, what is so bad about white people? And what was so bad about Rhodesia? God, these fucking people are so stupid. People are so stupid. Oh, here we go. From 3 years ago, this is an update. Zimbabwe farmer yields fruit after return of smart family.
Going back this evening.
Life is slowly returning to normal for Robert Smart and his family.
Look at the white kids up there.
Last year, they were forcefully evicted from their farm by the government of then President Robert Mugabe.
They came, these people, armed with tear gas and bullets, and tracked everybody out. Here, our people in the compound, us in the houses, us at the offices here, and we were away 6 or 7 months.
All right. So can you imagine if they were a bunch of like Muslims, right, who were very successful at farming, and the United States government said no, we're giving these farms back to white people. We're giving them back to white people. You got to get out of here. We're going to send in the military with tear gas, clear everyone out, and you're on your own. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they did that in Europe? I'm sure half these women would have something to say about that. Oh, that's racist. That's racist. No one says a word about this. No one. This is what I'm talking about with picking and choosing.
During the time they were away, looters took equipment and personal belongings the Smart family had spent years accumulating. What had been left behind was destroyed. Then in November, when Emerson Mnangagwa took office after ousting Mugabe with the help of the military, he ordered that the Smarts, whose story had been widely reported in the media, be given their farm back.
We were actually gobsmacked when they said, you go back. And that's really, obviously we were quite frightened to come back after being shot at. And they said, we will make sure that you're safe, which they did. The military came out and they cleared everybody off. And they made sure that all, not just ourselves, but the community, as our workers, were all safe.
This is the welcome Robert and Darren received from the community on the day they returned home.
We are all happy because the community was gaining from Mr. Smart.
That's a security guard, by the way.
As soon as they reached the farm, the father and son duo got to planting. Because of the timing of everything, they essentially missed the maize and tobacco season, and that meant that they could only grow potatoes. Now they've already brought in some 6 tons from the patch of land that I'm standing on, and they're hoping that by the end of the season, after they've reaped everything, and that includes the fields behind me.
Can you imagine? And this is why I say, other countries, they never elected a black president. They've never done this. They never done that. A lot of these countries are racist countries. You think that these people were welcomed back because of the color of their skin? They had to send in the military to make sure that no one was going to bother them. They have guys with machine guns now protecting their farms because they're white farmers. You realize that, right? People are going to die over this. Now, this was 3 years ago. The update was that the whole entire Smart family was massacred. Over jealousy and racism. So you tell me, what's so bad about white people? You got to put your jealousy aside, and you got to face facts. White people run shit. It's because they were taught how to run shit. It's not a bad thing. All you got to do is teach these people. You can't just give them money. You can't just give them money and expect them to do, great, amazing things with it. Imagine, to all you people that have kids out there, imagine giving your 15-year-old daughter $2 million. What do you think your 15-year-old daughter would do with it? Let's watch the Smart family get massacred by blacks, by angry blacks.
All the green that you see, but they'll bring in some 120 tons to take to market. That may be a considerable amount, but it comes nowhere near to what they could have harvested had they not been forced off their land. Even before this ordeal, the Smarts were downscaled from 8,000 hectares to 700 hectares of land during Mugabe's controversial land reform policy in the early 2000s. But they say leaving Zimbabwe had never been an option for them.
Even all the hardships we went through those days, we never said that we were afraid of living in Zimbabwe. Actually, a lot of people, when we were evicted in June, they said, come across, we'll buy a plane ticket for you, come over to UK, come to America. We said, no, we're staying home, we're going to fight for our home, we're going to make sure we try to get back.
Now they have their home back, and they say they are looking forward to a bright future for Zimbabwe.
Now, this was 3 years before they were massacred in their home. 3 years. The future was looking so bright. I guess they should have moved to America. where white people are safe, sort of, or Europe. Because white people aren't safe. Especially in South Africa, because of the color of their skin. Now, what are you guys going to say about that? Nothing, right? Everyone's going to keep quiet. Ridiculous. Let's see if I can find something else. Oh, there's an old video of Anderson Henderson. You guys want to see that? I found this one. This one's pretty cool.
How are you feeling? Well, how long have you been here? 3 months, May 17th. And what brought you here? That's difficult to answer. Could you give me some idea? Offhand, I can't. Whose idea was it that you come here? A psychiatrist. And what happened that ended up with your being?
Oh my God. Let's look up homosexual mass murderers. Homosexual mass murderers. Oh, wow. The Gay Slayer. Grinder Killer. Oh my God. Lesbian vampire killers. Hey, no. Come here. Give me that. That's not yours. You know, this is hard to swallow. I know, because gays and blacks are supposed to be the greatest people, right? We're supposed to be defending them, right? Bruce MacArthur, serial killer stalked Toronto's gay village. There's a lot of serial killers in Toronto, gay serial killers. The Casanova killer, very gay. Let's see.
There is a darkness in humanity that has manifested itself in a lust for blood throughout the ages. The Old Testament and ancient myths catalog murder and revenge as part of the fabric of life in ancient times. Cain slew Abel. Romulus slew Remus. Unleashing the beast within is a possibility for all of us. The decision to kill from passion or premeditation has often defined our world, past, present, and the future. Wars have terrorized entire populations for thousands of years. The American West was home to ruthless killers who were idolized in fiction and folklore. Evil evolved to a hideous new form with the genocidal dictators of the 20th century, such as Hitler, Stalin, and Mao Zedong, who ordered the death of tens of millions. But in the middle of the 20th century, a new and chilling phenomenon emerged in post-war Western society: the serial killer. As if fashioned from our nightmares, they terrify and fascinate us. Lurking behind masks of bland normality, they often evade capture for years, decades,
John Miller.
eternity. They are America's serial killers.
Killed her. We dumped her body on, and that was it. Nothing to it.
Every year in this country, we have about 20 serial killers, 10 of whom are apprehended, 10 of whom are on the loose. And they are, in total, responsible for some 200 deaths. So 200 victims of serial killers on a yearly basis. And what makes this particularly important for us is that the average serial killer is responsible for 10 deaths. That's a huge body count.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It absolutely is not. Huge body counts, all right? Huge body counts. What happens during war, where hundreds of thousands of people die. Not because of what they did, but because of who they are. When these soldiers, when these kids are sent to Afghanistan and Iraq or whatever, they don't know these people that they're fighting against. They have no fucking clue.
America's serial killers, portraits in evil, will strip the covers from a world of profiling and forensic science as we expose America's most brutal serial killers.
Dick lips. John Wayne Gacy and the Highway Killers. Gays.
In the late 1960s,
I call about the gays.
And while the New York City, another kind of serial killer in the nation's heartland, set his sights on a different kind of victim: boys and young men.
Okay.
There are these instances.
Okay, boys and young men. I've said this before, guys. I've said this before. Let's stop picking and choosing, and let's stop saying pedophile. Pedophile. There's two kinds of pedophiles. There's a heterosexual one and a homosexual one. You don't want to hear it? Don't listen. But it's the truth. It's the absolute truth.
Where murderers who clearly have struggled with sexual orientation issues, typically gay men, bisexual men, have murdered sexual partners. And, this is all speculation. But I do think that sometimes murdering the sexual partner is an effort on the part of the murderer to struggle with his own sexual orientation, his own ambivalence about his sexual orientation. On the one hand...
Now, this is obviously a gay doctor telling you this. This guy's gay as hell. All right? This guy's a doctor, and I want to point something out. Big time Jew. Big time Jew. My point is, all right, that even these doctors know that there's some people out there who hate the fact that they're gay, and they'll take it out on other people. They don't want to. They don't want to be gay. They're struggling with it. And I've said this before. I've said this over and over again. That there are gay people out there that don't want to be gay. They wish that they weren't. They don't want to accept it. So they know it's wrong. To them, it's just a perversion. Now, some people get in, all up in the game where it's like, oh, it's my lifestyle now. The fact that I want to have sex with men is a lifestyle now. So, my point is that gay men will become pedophiles and seek out boy children. They're not going after little girls. You want to know why? Because they have no desire for the poussée. They have no desire for the female anatomy. You don't like it? I'm sorry. Don't listen. Ignore it. And go on pretending like what you believe or what other people tell you is fact. Let's see what this Jew gay doctor has to say.
Feel compelled to engage in a gay relationship and at the very same time feel repulsed by his own homosexuality and sufficiently angry that he feels the need to murder the evidence of his own homosexuality.
That's what I just said.
That this is this own internal struggle that in these extreme cases results in a murder.
Ooh,
the first and
gay
most
eyes.
notorious to fit this bill was John Wayne Gacy, a.k.a. the Clown Killer.
John Wayne Gacy made the strong affirmation that he was not gay when he was caught. He told the police he was bisexual.
Oh.
He wanted everybody to know it. He was not gay.
This overtly macho man with the name John Wayne would kill at least 33 young men and boys between the age of 15 and 21.
Okay. So again, guys, 15 to 21. That's a pedophile, right? That's what when the murders and the sexual deviancy drops below the age of 18, we start calling it pedophilia. But if it's over the age of 18, it's homosexuality. Explain that one to me. Explain that one to me. Was he a homosexual pedophile? Or bisexual? I mean, if he was bisexual, wouldn't there be 15-year-old dead females? Or at least a couple dead 18-year-olds? Or 20-year-old females? Explain that to me, please. Explain to me what goes on with the priests. Are all these priests that you hear about are they molesting? Are they molesting females? Or are they molesting boys? That's homosexuality. I don't care what the age is. If you're snatching up young boys, it's because you want a boy. It's not because you want a girl. It's because you want a boy. It's not like you're like, oh, I'm going to take that one right over there because it's right there. I need the youth. Let me get some coffee. I want you guys to listen to this. We're just going to listen along.
And they target members of the opposite gender. John Wayne Gacy, by contrast, was a homosexually oriented serial murderer. But I think the interesting thing about him was how well liked he was in the Chicago area. He was a big shot in local Democratic politics. He had his photograph taken with Rosalind Carter, who at that time was Jimmy Carter's first lady in the White House. He had been voted JC Man of the Year. He owned a construction company that employed a lot of the victims that he ultimately killed. And the fact that he killed at home in one locale burying 29 of the 33 bodies in the crawl space.
And you ever notice that? All these serial killers, even these school shooters, all these people that do this shit, they're all registered Democrats. You ever notice that? But Republicans are bad because they're straight. They're supposed to be straight. And then when you hear about a gay Republican or a gay conservative, it's like, oh no, he's bad news. You can't talk to him.
Under a single family home in Des Plaines indicates something about serial killers that we don't often think of. And that is that most of them do not cross jurisdictional boundaries.
John Wayne Gacy was born in Chicago, Illinois on March 17, 1942. And like most serial killers, he had a troubled youth.
No.
John Gacy apparently had a very overbearing father, a dominating father. They make a lot of the fact that he would disappear into his basement, after, drunkenly raging upon the family. He would then disappear into a basement to which the children were not allowed. But essentially, Gacy was a man who lived in his day-to-day life as sexually straight. He had a wife, children. He was a known person in his community. He dressed as a clown and did children's parties, things of this nature. Yet he obviously had within him not only the violent desire to control and murder people, but he controlled and murdered boys. His homosexual nature of his crimes was in stark contrast to his day-to-day life, where he lived as a straight man and an upright model of the community. But he apparently used the loop.
Okay, so I want to point out, I'm not saying this, and I know when it comes from my mouth, everyone's like, "Oh, you're just you're homophobic, you're this, you're that." These are doctors, these are authors, these are people who are trying to explain this to you to the best of their knowledge from studying these people. All right, I already knew this. I already figured this out. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because I studied the Bible. I jumped the gun. I already knew how these people think. Because I knew what they were struggling with. And you guys are going to say, well, what do you mean? What do you mean the Bible? Human beings weren't supposed to live like this. Human beings were not supposed to live like this. So that's why we're drug addicts. That's why we're killers. That's why we're constantly looking for an out. No one wants to die. Let's see what this asshole has to say.
Or kind of a party, like, hey, in my basement you can watch porno movies, you can smoke pot, you can get drunk until you're not old enough. And he apparently had something he called the handcuff trick, where he would show that he had this trick pair of handcuffs, and he'd put them on and then show how they came off. And then he would either switch the handcuffs to a different pair or use the same pair but not share the trick of how to get off them, put them on, and once he had control of the victim, he gave in to the darkest of the inner demons and tortured his victims apparently at length and over an extended period of time before killing them and then ultimately depositing them in his basement with lime as well to hasten.
Okay, so the victims that he's talking about, right? Just to be clear, he's talking about 15-year-old boys. 15-year-old boys. "15-year-old boys." That's homosexual pedophilia. I'm sorry. I'm just surprised we don't hear that word ever. Ever. I never hear the word homosexual pedophile or homosexual pedophilia. All you hear is pedophile or pedophilia. Well, what kind? Oh, it's not. It doesn't. It's not important. Oh yeah. You hear what this guy's doing? Oh my god. Fucking idiots.
The decomposition of their bodies.
Typical of a blossoming serial killer, Gacy's perverted behavior surfaced in his mid-20s.
Perverted behavior. Perverted behavior. I'm not saying this. The doctor's saying this, all right? Perverted behavior. Where have you heard that before? Where have you heard that before, guys?
He was prosecuted for sodomizing 2 teenage boys in Waterloo, Iowa in 1968.
Ooh.
He probably committed more criminal acts for which he wasn't caught.
You think?
After 2 years in prison, he was paroled and moved back to Chicago, where, hidden from his friends, family, and social community, he continued his perverted actions, sodomizing young boys. Then, in 1975, he crossed over the line and began killing.
Okay, so again, this was my point about is it pedophilia or is it homosexual pedophilia? There's a big difference. There is a big difference. And the one thing they don't want you knowing, all right? When I say they, I mean the people that want you to pretend like none of this is going on. Because the doctors will tell you, the doctor just told us that there's a lot of homosexuals out there that do not like being homosexual. I mean, this guy, think about it. This guy, Gacy, right? He could have just lived his life fucking boys. I'm sure they wanted it. They're all perverts. They're all doing whatever they were doing, right? Getting high, having sex, doing all this shit. No problem, right? But he hated it so much. He hated it so much that he wanted to kill these kids. Look what you're making me do. No one would have known anything. He could have continued. He could have lived in shame. But these homosexual serial killers think it's your fault. It's your fault because you want to have a good time with him in his basement. Guys, be very, very cautious about homosexuals. Be very, very cautious about homosexuals.
To kill, knowing full well that it was wrong. His targets were young men and boys who have been defined by criminologists as the quote-unquote less dead. Men and women who live on the fringes of society. People who, if killed, would not be missed.
Look, gay eyes.
In Gacy's case, young male prostitutes and homeless runaways.
Oh.
There was actually a reporter in Chicago who had had connections within the gay community, and there was talk amongst the gay community, the prostitute community at least, that awful lot of boys were going missing without, being known. And
okay.
In fact,
all right. I want to point this out. The gay community. Now, they want us to believe that these gays were like living in the shadows, in the closet, whatever. No, that's not the case. There was a gay community where if you wanted some gay action, you just go to the gay community. Easy as that. Easy as that. No one's hiding in the shadows. You think Liberace was hiding in the shadows? In the closet? The guy was a millionaire because he was flamboyantly homosexual. Elton John. The only reason why he came out, right? He's one. Liberace, right? Was totally fine with his homosexuality. Elton John was not. Elton John, shame on you. Freddie Mercury was a big time out of the closet homosexual. Made millions of dollars. The list goes on and on and on. None of these people were living in the closet. I'm sorry. The reason why they told you that was so that there would be like some kind of like new thing where people would be coming out about their homosexuality. Trust me. No one was hiding. There's been gay bars forever. It's just that the gay population was struggling with being homosexual. And this isn't bashing homosexuals. This is bashing a behavior. And this is also bashing a stigma or a conversation that's been going on for the past 20 years about homosexuality. They lied to you guys. They lied big time. So, people are going to say, well, David, you never had to come out to your family about being gay. Listen, I get it, because I know for a fact, all right, that when I told my family I no longer celebrate Christmas or holidays or anything like that, they're like, what? They're like, what's wrong with you? So I get it. But you know what? If you're not a dick, if you're not a scumbag, your family's going to love you regardless. They don't care if you're fucking gay. Trust me. No one's going to give a shit if you're gay or not. I think back in the 80s, hey guys, please, I'm trying to do a live stream. Please. I think back in the 80s, it might have been a little bit different because, there was this disease going around, this virus. And they didn't know anything about it, but it was extremely, extremely prevalent in the homosexual community. Not in the closet, in the community. So when you found out that your kid was gay, you're like, oh no, am I going to get AIDS? Is this kid going to bring AIDS back to my house? I'm never going to have a grandchild. That's what's going on there, all right? And listen, I'm not saying that gays don't have kids, because, for instance, John Wayne Gacy had a kid. Hey! And there's nothing wrong with that, all right? There's nothing wrong with that. All right, listen. No, we're not doing this, all right? Get away. My dogs are gay, all right? My dogs are gay. Wishbone is constantly licking Tino in his privates. Tino's constantly humping Wishbone. What do you want me to do about it? I'm just telling you guys. Stop feeling bad for people you know nothing about. You know nothing about. Because of something you heard on TV about people being in the closet. No one's in the fucking closet. Unless they're ashamed of something, like Elton John. Elton John was a closeted homosexual. He was ashamed. I want to stop using the word closeted. Ashamed homosexual. Embarrassed homosexual. And you're going to have to take that up with him. I don't know why Elton John was embarrassed. I have no fucking clue. Who cares? That's on Elton John. Let's get back to see what this author has to say.
Boy who had been taken to Gacy's house. He had played the handcuff trick on him. He choked him. He had like repeatedly forced his head underwater in a bathtub and then let him breathe and then put him back underwater almost to death. And then for reasons known only to Gacy, he let him go. And this young fellow remembered the type of car that the rapist had, sort of what the exit looked like that he got off the highway, and his family waited there at that exit, waiting for someone to come who had a car that looked like what he said the car looked like. They found it, they followed it to his house, they reported it to the police. The police came, they investigated, but did not believe the boy's story, and Gacy was able to continue his activities for several years.
But like many serial killers, John Wayne Gacy became cocky and overconfident.
He had abducted.
There's nothing worse than a cocky homosexual.
Had just left a drugstore where he picked up some photographs that had been developed. When the boy disappeared, Gacy's name came up. Gacy had some record. I mean, he did have a record of having, of some sexual crimes, and so that was a red flag for the cops. They came to his house, they searched his house, and they found the ticket for those photographs. And so they knew that the boy had been in his house.
He was pretty bold the way he committed his killings. He seemed to think that if he put lye down there, no one was going to smell the dead bodies deteriorating. And basically that was his fallibility, because police officer who had been actually having dinner with Gacy. Gacy had been playing a game because he'd been under surveillance for a long time after a lieutenant in the Des Plaines Police Department had taken
I got milk in there too.
I
bought a brand new thing of milk. I brought a brand new thing of milk.
The boy who was missing. And they had had him under surveillance for a long time, and Gacy just invited him up for supper. So they went. And he couldn't get this feeling of smelling something, and he didn't know what it was. And for days, he couldn't figure it out.
He couldn't figure it out. Oh, my God. Whatever. My point is there is an issue with homosexual pedophilia. All right, so I'm gonna go look this up. What is homosexual pedophilia? Because people want to say, no, it's just pedophilia. It's just pedophilia. Homosexual so you know what's funny? You go to Google and you type in homosexual PED, and it's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. The proportions of heterosexual and homosexual pedophilia. Oh, here we go. Okay, the proportions of heterosexual and homosexual pedophiles among sex offenders against children, an exploratory study. Let's see. Exploratory. All right, let's see this. Previous investigations have indicated that the ratio of sex offenders against female children versus offenders against male children is approximately 2 to 1, while the ratio of genophiles, what the hell is that, and androphiles among the general population is approximately 20 to 1. The present study investigated whether the partner among sexual pedophiles related to the preferred sexual part. Okay, so basically they're saying the sexual partner among male preferring adult partners. Let's see. using of true pedophiles among various groups of sex offenders against children, and taking into consideration previously reported mean numbers. Heterosexuals to homosexual pedophiles was calculated to be approximately 11 to 1. This suggests that the resulting proportion of the true pedophiles among persons with a homosexual erotic development is greater than that in a person with developed heterosexuality. Okay, 11 to 1. This suggests that the resulting proportion of true pedophiles among persons with a homosexual erotic development, I never heard that before, is greater than that in a person who developed heterosexuality. Hello? 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 Did anyone hear that? Hello? And I'm a jerk for saying that, right? I'm a jerk. Facts about homosexuality and child molestation. Let's see. Oh, now it's a stereotype. They're saying it's a stereotype. All right. Blah. Okay. All right. So now the Southern poverty law, whatever, is saying, oh no, that's just a stereotype. All right. What do you guys think the gay population in America is? Just out of curiosity. Gay population. Let's see. Gay population in America. Gay population. I don't get it. How many people are lesbian, gay, bisexual, blah, blah, blah. This is coming from UCLA. Guys, 3.5% of adults in the United States identify as lesbian, gay, or bisexual. All right, 3.5%. 0.3% identify as transgender. It's very, very low. That's very, very low. This is coming from UCLA Williams Institute School of Law. All right, very, very low. Very, very low. And the Southern Poverty Law Center or whatever wants you to believe that because the rest of the country is heterosexual and all these child molestation cases that are going on, they're going to tell you, oh yeah, heterosexuals are the problem. Well, no. How many heterosexuals are committing pedophilia? It doesn't work like that. Let's say it's 3.5% of the heterosexual population committing pedophilia, but it's 50% of the 3.5% population of homosexuals that are committing pedophilia. That's a problem. That's how it works. Oh, gays are the best. Gays are the best, right? They're so nice. They're not that nice. Gays are not that nice. Just because they're gay doesn't mean that they're nice people. This isn't hate speech. This is me telling you the truth. And these myths that are being told to you and your children, and you're repeating it. Just because someone's gay, they're nice people? Give me a fucking break. Who told you that? John Wayne Gacy wasn't such a nice guy. Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't such a nice guy. The list goes on and on and on. I guarantee Hitler was a homo. Guaranteed. Hitler was like John Wayne Gacy, struggling with homosexuality. Or kind of like Elton John, embarrassed of his homosexuality. So they date these women that they think are sexy because they think that that's how women are supposed to look. They're not attracted to them. They're not. And I find that very bizarre how a lot of these transgender men decide to become women and they think that that's how women should look. They're dictating to you what they believe women should look like. Like Bruce Jenner. He said, I want to be a waspy woman. That was his thing. He didn't just want to become a woman. He wanted to play a waspy woman. Do I believe it's wrong? Everything is wrong. Everything. Even the things that I do. Do I think they're pretending? No. I think they really feel like that. Guys, October 1st, I'm going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee. Oh, let's go look this guy up. Nathaniel Rat. No. This guy, I don't really understand this guy. I don't know what he's about. But this is the guy I'm going to be meeting in Nashville on the 1st. I don't know what his problem is. I don't know why he wants to meet up. I don't get it. But I have to meet up with Nathaniel Ratliff. Guys, I'll be there on the 1st. Oh, man. I'll be right back. Right. He looks scary. I thought you were showing us another picture of a serial killer. Well, he could be. I don't know what his. Let me see if there's something. There's shit on him on YouTube. Let me see what this guy's about.
Caitlin is my massage therapist. She is just wonderful. Enjoy our lowest gift card prices.
Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats. What?
The game's up. You're surrounded. Come out with your hands on your heart.
Who's this? Oh no. Oh, great. No.
I'm gonna need someone to help me. I'm gonna need somebody's hand. I'm gonna need someone to hold me down.
I hope he doesn't expect us to.
I'm gonna ride and chase.
Maybe I'm going down there to be in a video or something. I don't know what's going on. This guy looks like a slob. Look at this. What's wrong with him? Jasmine, I'm telling you right now, I'm starting not to feel comfortable. Oh my God. Yeah, right. No, thank you. No, thank you. All right, maybe I'm not going to be going to Nashville October 1st. Maybe that's not going to happen.
The game's up. You're surrounded.
All right, enough of that. Let me show you guys. Because I know you guys thought I was lying about the movie and my band. So let me show you the House of Tomorrow. And now that I have the CDs from 1996, I can prove to you that I was telling you the truth. All right. Prove to you guys that I was telling the truth. Hey, Denise R., how are you? Let me see. Oh, here's a good one. I showed you guys the CDs yesterday. And that's actually how we made the shirts. Mm-hmm. No one believes me ever. It's like I'm constantly having to prove myself. I gotta prove things to you guys. I gotta, no one believes a word I fucking say for some strange reason. So I did sell the rights. I got a couple dollars for it. It wasn't doing me any good. Here's a scene from the movie. Let's see something. Let's see. Visit this. House of Tomorrow. Maybe he is closeted. He is a closeted homosexual waiting to meet you. Maybe. I just want to, like that's like. I I have no respect for that. I mean, like you don't live your life as a sexual deviant. Like when I say all that stuff about Pete, I'm kidding. I'm guys, come on. But people live their lives like that. I mean, listen, I'm looking forward to that stuff just like everyone else is. But that's not my lifestyle. It's not my lifestyle. I don't know what a heterosexual lifestyle is. I know what a championship lifestyle is, and that's the lifestyle I live. Let me see if I can find you guys scenes from the movie when the Rash is playing. Let's see. YouTube. Well, let's watch the trailer. I think the trailer has it in it.
People say to me, I wonder what it'd be like to be on a spaceship. You don't really realize you all live aboard a beautiful little spaceship called Earth.
Hey there! I'll be down in a minute.
This is St. Peter's Lutheran Youth Group.
I'm Sebastian. Welcome to the future. It's my Nana. She says there's the traditional way to live, and then there's the dynamic, independent way, the way Buckminster Fuller did.
Every time man makes a new experiment, he always learns more.
That old lady's like your overlord. She's my guardian. She made sure I stayed on the right path. Wow. What is it that you listen to? You better prepare yourself, dude.
Sebastian, what are you mumbling?
There's nothing. Sorry, Nana.
You must have married. You probably guess she totally sucks.
I want to know more about punk.
Leave us. Yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Sing it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Enough to
take so much medicine for someone else's heart. You could get overworked.
Why don't you let me decide what my heart can handle?
Are you worried about dying?
Hell no. We gotta start a
band. Please talk to me, Nana. We're playing a gig. Right. A gig. We're the Rash, mother.
Whoa. Nice hair.
What is wrong with you? Can't keep them locked.
I was paid big bucks. Big bucks.
This place could be sick for an overnight.
What is an overnight?
It's like a party where
And I'll show you the documentary that I was in. I can't tell you what the documentary is because it's not that I don't want you to know, but there was a documentary done on me when I was about come here. Come here. There was a documentary done on me when I was about I guess 14, 15. So let me find it. And you guys won't. This is the weird thing. You guys have never found this. Never. But If you look hard enough, you can find it. I'm only going to show you stills from it. I'm only going to show you stills from the documentary. That's the guy I used to live with. That was Zach. You know, but yeah, it was about teenage kids at the time, and hanging out, and it was kind of fucked up. So and then of course there's me hanging out. We were in this it was like in these basements, and it was so dangerous, and it was just a bunch of I'm surprised that's where probably pedophilia went on. I'm surprised I didn't get molested down there, being so handsome and rugged. I was so angry. I was high on drugs. People were constantly giving you alcohol, and you can see how much larger I was than most human beings at the time. Very large human being. Very large. See that? Let's see if I find that. Yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into this documentary, because then you guys might find out what's going on. And I actually became a roadie for this band. So what happened was, I didn't know this, but I think he had a crush on me. He turned out to be a flaming homosexual. And I also became a roadie for this band called US Chaos that I play all the time. Let's see. I even wrote music for them. Wow, this was 9 years ago. So remember, we had to do a promo video for them. This had been more than 9 years ago. It had to have been. That's Alan Skulski. That's my buddy Marty. He owns Punk Rock Records. Marty Munch. And that's the guy I used to be involved with. I gotta call Marty. Marty's father just passed away not too long ago. But this was done somewhere in Passaic. I forgot where. I think this guy actually works at the BMW dealership in off Route 46. That's Renee. Renee is she's like a tax assessor or something like that. But her brother was Gary Rittenmeyer, and Gary was a legendary guitar player. She's actually pretty good too, but she got really fat, extremely fat. So wait, hold on. Let me see if I can find the documentary I produced for them. I had to do a documentary. I was into production. Let me see. Oh, let's see. It was called All Grown Up. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. 13 years ago. Fuck.
That's it. That's what's up here.
It's if you believe in something, you just don't turn back on it.
Yeah, so that's Alan.
Why aren't they married with children now? Why are they still looking at, this is because this is what we are.
They're a bunch of drug addicts. Except for...
Ridiculous. Maybe it's just a phase. For this lifetime.
These people are just like hippies, basically.
What did I do? It's gonna be later on.
Yeah, 2007. Wow. I was 27 when that happened. I remember we had to go to the. I wasn't like. Oh my God!
For good, then you must see this. Top medical doctor shows a 53-year-old woman who suffered from toenail fungus for over 12
Oh
years.
my God!
All natural way to regrow healthy nails and reclaim.
Oh, you should have seen the toenail fungus.
Time. An American
It lifted the nails up.
Has discovered a natural way to reclaim the healthy pink toenail you were born with in record time. Did you know toenail fungus problems have absolutely nothing to do with your toes?
Anyway, guys, listen. I'm not trying to show off. I'm just trying to show you guys that I was involved in a lot of things. A lot of things. That's why I believe that Daniel Ratcliffe is reaching out to me. Let's see. Are you guys done over there? I'll show you a video that I was involved with back in the day. We got it on MTV. I mean, it was kind of cool at the time because I was in high school when this happened. Yeah, that's Renee. See, she got really fat. That's Mike. He's married to some Asian dude now. And so we went to Action Park, and we're like, oh, let's go on rides and make the video. So you can actually see me in here when we go on the rides. There I am. Yeah, most of this was filmed at Action Park back in the mid '90s. Renee got so fat. So it was funny because Mike at the time, while this was going on, I think MySpace was a thing. And my buddy Jay calls me up. He's like, dude, he goes, have you gone on Mike's, like, have you checked anything out on him? I'm like, no, I don't, I'm not doing that. And, he's like, he sends me a picture, or no, he showed me a picture on his phone or something. And he goes, dude, he's in the park with a poodle. I'm like, yeah, so what? He goes, no. Something's up. Something's wrong. I'm like, yeah, but isn't that his wife's poodle? He's like, I don't know if his wife has a dog. And then years later, I run into this guy, right? Where I was in Manhattan. We went to go see The Damned. And he's like, Dave, what's up? I'm like, hey, Mike, what's going on? What are you doing? And he's like, oh, just seeing The Damned. He's like, yeah, I know. Like, what's going on? Where you been? He's like, oh, I got married. I was like, oh, you got divorced then? You got remarried? He's like, yeah. And along comes and walks in this Asian dude that I've known for years. I'm like, oh, I was like, you've been fucking this dude this whole time? I think they're still together. Poor Mike. Yeah, Renee got fat. That's Chad. Chad lives out in PA, which is really weird. He couldn't hack it in Jersey. He's recovering from pill addiction. I used to find pills in the garbage and give it to him. He was a good bass player, though. All right. Yeah. This is all true. This is all true. And I remember at the time thinking to myself, I'm like, yeah, the way to get to these people, you just talk to them. They don't like you, they'll never talk to you again. But if they like you, they'll keep you around. You get involved and start doing this stuff. You know, as a teenager, you know, you have all this time to waste. So I used to do artwork for them. I used to do like all this crap. And then you get bored of it. And you never want to do it again. But at least that's what happened with me. I never wanted to do it again. I'm trying to think if there was another band I was involved with that was. But anyway, guys, I just want to prove that to you again, that I am the best. I've been the best for a very long time. Unstoppable. No one's really going to ever tell me I'm not. Let's see. And this was stuff that I was interested in. Like, there was a lot of stuff out there that I wasn't interested in. So, you know, if I liked what you were doing, like, I would go to your shows, I would talk to you, and I would say, hey, listen, this is what I do. Let me let me do something. And a lot of people don't have that in them to talk to people that impress them. Hey, big fan. And I think you know what I think it was? I think it was actually the fact that, you know, being in special ed and people making fun of me all the time, I heard it all. Like, you weren't going to let me down. What are you doing over there? Listen, that couch. All right, so I have this ottoman out there, right? It was up against the wall, no problem. The pillows were on there. I'm looking that it's fucking sideways. The pillows are off the, like, Tino, what the fuck are you doing? Jesus. All right, guys, let's listen to some. Oh, Jasmine, you don't want to see. Jasmine, you don't want to see this. This is all day with him, Jasmine. All day. Watch this. I'm gonna tell him, Jasmine. I'm gonna say, "Get off of me." See, he doesn't like that. He gets very angry when I tell him to stop. Tino. No! No! Stop it! Knock it off! Leave Daddy alone! No! Ow! Leave Daddy alone! Ow! 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 Get him, Wishbone! Get him! No! 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 Ah! Wishbone! Get him! Ow! Ow! Stop! Knock it off! No, you leave Daddy alone. Leave me alone. No. You leave me alone. Ow! Oh! No! No! Ow, you fucker! Ow! Ow! Don't bite Daddy! Don't bite Daddy! You are a bad boy. You are very nasty. I don't want you touching me. I don't want you on my leg. You'll never get... No, it's not going to happen, Tino. No. Good boy, Wishbone. Good boy. No, get out of here. Get No! What did I say? What an asshole. That's right, Mel's Bells. That's right, eventually. No, it's a little game I play with Tino. He knows. I tell him when he starts humping, I'm like, no. And he starts going, and I say, Tino, you're not going to hump. And he's like, you, no humping. No humping, Tino. You were not allowed to hump Daddy's leg. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Go hump Wishbone. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone, Tino. Please. Get out of here. Beat it. Tino, get away from me. Uh-oh, Johnny's gonna come outside and yell at you.
No.
Get away from me. Leave me alone. Wishbone? Tino? Look how fat this... Wishbone, you got fucking fat, dude. So that's what I gotta put up with all the time. All the time. Alright. You know what? Let me go outside, get my cigarettes. I'll be back. We're gonna listen to some Patti Smith while I'm out.
Baby was a black sheep, baby was a whore. Baby got big and baby gets bigger. Baby gets something, baby gets more. Baby was a rock and roll nigga. Look around you, all around you. Riding on a copper wave. Do you like the world around you? Are you ready to be heard? Outside of society, they're waiting for me. Outside of society, that's where I wanna be. Lady! Baby was a black sheep, baby was a whore. You know she got big, well she's gonna get bigger. Baby got a hand, got a finger on the trigger. Baby is a rock and roll nigga. Outside of society, that's where I wanna be. Outside of society, they're waiting for me.
Those who have suffered understand suffering and thereby extend their hand. The storm that brings harm also makes fertile. Blessed is the grass and herb and the tree of thorn and light.
I was lost in the valley of pleasure. I was lost in the infinite sea. I was lost in measure for measure. My feet is higher than me. I was lost, and the cost didn't matter to me. I was lost, and the cost was to be of that society. Jimi Hendrix, I was a nigga, but Jesus Christ and Grandma too. But Jackson Pollock, I was a nigga. Outside of society, wait for me. Outside of society, if you're looking, that's where to find me. Outside of society, wait for me. Outside of society.
Alright, I'm back. This proves that I sold the rights to that band. was fully involved with US Chaos at the time. Guys, I'm telling you, there was a whole thing going on. I sold the rights to it. Because again, this was, what year was this? 96. This was 96. I was 16 at the time. I didn't have a driver's license. I remember we started playing shows when I was 14. So the documentary was probably done when I was like maybe 15, 14. I don't remember. And yeah. So we sold the rights to the director or the producer or whatever, and they got some money. So I'm telling you right now, guys, look, I wasn't making any money doing this. Let me see. Anyway, they said it shouldn't be sold for more than $6. I wasn't. And you guys can look it up. I think it's on iTunes and stuff like that. Let me see if I can see if it's on YouTube. I should put it on YouTube. Oh wait, it is here. No shit, who put this up? I didn't know this was here. I think Botter put this up for me. Thanks, Botter, I appreciate it. There's a hand coming out of the mouth. So I don't make any money off this either. So I was like 14, 15 doing this. I think back to it, I'm like, you know, a 14, 15-year-old kid. What were you guys doing when you were 14 or 15 years old? Think about it. What were you doing when you were 14 or 15 years old? You guys can look it on YouTube right now. Just type in The Rash, You're a Slave. Thanks, Botter. Thanks for putting that up. I remember Botter had gotten it for me. Let me see. Let's see what else. Provided to YouTube by Songcasting to a Slave. Living in the 90s. 1995. 1995, that was copywritten. So that means I was 15 years old. So we recorded it pre-95. So that means I was 14 going on 15. And this is proof positive now. Now you guys know. There was a documentary done about it. There was a documentary done about it. Look. I don't know if that's good. Is that? Well, you guys can look it up yourselves. This is all truth. I remember we were going to change the name to Slave Catcher, but then we started getting threats. And as a 14-year-old kid, you didn't take anything seriously. I was like, Slave Catcher would be a great name. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to start a band with all black kids. And we're going to call it Buldo and the Rochelle Park N-Words. They thought it was cool. Because they were going to be the N-Words, you know, and they were going to be their own band. And I was going to write songs for them and perform with them. But that never happened. I think they pussy. Oh, there's more? Oh, yeah. There's more. Thanks, Botter. Botter had to have done this for me.
Hyundai Elantra versus Honda Civic.
Look what Elantra has, and what Civic doesn't.
I appreciate it, Botter.
Hyundai Elantra wins every time.
This is why when everyone's like, "Oh, why do you put up with Botter?" Look, I'm not saying Botter is the greatest person ever, but you know, come on. There's the tongue. See? Anyway, you understand now. Now you know for a fact I'm not lying. And again, this isn't, you know, Craig had the same aspirations as being a rapper, but he never got this far. He never got this far. I did at the age of 14, 15 years old. And I said, this is gay. I'm moving on. I'm doing something else. And I started getting laid. Butter, I really appreciate this. This is very nice of you to do this. It had to have been Butter. Because I remember I went to Butter and I was like, hey, listen, you know, oh, wow, everything's up here. Day job's up here. Oh, man. Yeah. Good job, 14-year-old Dave. You know, at the time, you got to remember, at the time, like, there was no, in 94, 95, I mean, this was like in Newark, New Jersey. Newark, New Jersey. It was dangerous. People were getting killed every night. And some 14, 15-year-old kid is hanging out there. Botter, I gotta call Botter. He definitely did this for me. Oh wow, all of them are up there. You bother me? I haven't heard this stuff in like
Nature-made vitamins because I trust their
30
quality.
years.
They were the first to be verified.
I just found all these CDs.
Organization that sets strict quality and
I just found these CDs. My brother actually found
the
them.
#1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Yeah, why not? Okay, I'll put it on more, right? Yeah, get that much water. Yeah. Otherwise, Oh my god, I can't. Thank you, Botter. I appreciate it, Botter. And for all you people that think Botter doesn't like me or something like that, this is why. Alright. Oh, man. Wow. At least now it's up there. Now you guys can't say I was lying. Oh, man. Oh. I wonder if YouTube would take down my channel for playing all that. Even though it's mine. I don't own it anymore. And then what happened was I was like, you know what? I'll just start writing songs for other people. I want to write songs for Bergs. I wanted to write songs for Mark Terry. I wanted to do all this stuff. I could write songs very fast too. Like in a matter of maybe 20 minutes. Maybe that's what I should start doing. Selling my songs. What's this? Camden. I don't think. Yeah. So this is like me when I was 14 years old. So we would go to this place in Newark, right? And it would be packed with kids, and it was very strange. Now that I look back at it. It was very wild. Very wild. Does he hump Johnny's like too? He tries. He tries, Jasmine. I remember this wasn't in Newark. This was in Montclair. Anyway, my point is that, you know, as an adolescent, you know, I was already making waves. Big John's meat locker advice. Let's see what Big John says. I think I might have had a run-in with Big John.
Underage drinking is okay, except the meat locker. How about that one?
Yeah, good one, Big John. Fucking loser. Meat Locker, so yeah, there was this place called the Meat Locker that we used to hang out at, and it's so weird. It's just weird looking back at this stuff, and you know, fuck Halloween. Yeah, I remember. I think I came up with this idea for fuck Halloween. That was so funny. That was so funny back in the day. Now, let's see. So we can find some more video of me. There's got to be more video of me. So there was this loser band that I was involved with called the Stun Guns. They're from like Ridgewood. They were like the next town over. And they're a bunch of rich kids. So like we would have to go to these shows and do all this stuff. I hated them. I wouldn't have been there for that. I mean, you wouldn't have caught me dead. I think they turned into this band called Statch and the Rapes or something like that. Statch and the Rapes. Yeah. And then I was also in a documentary done by Vice. Let me see if I can find it. Firing Line, Pearl River, New York. So when I got involved with Vice, right, there were these guys from Vice that would come down to the firing line in Pearl River, New York. And this was in the early 2000s, and they were telling me about this. And this guy used to come in, right? He would bring shirts, like button-up polos or whatever, and he would shoot them. And I'd be like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I sell them." So, what do you mean? Because I sell shirts that are shot up by guns. And this kid worked for Vice. And I was like, "So what do you guys just do shirts?" Like, I don't understand. He's like, "No, we do like, you know, media, whatever. We do documentaries, all this stuff." And I was like, "Dude," "why don't you do a documentary about this place?" Because the guy who owned the place was a fucking lunatic. Robert Ziegler. He looked like a mad scientist. He would wear these like big goggles on his head, and he was just they were doing some bad shit down there too. Let me see. I remember he got mad at me because the owner was like, "This was a hit piece. This was a hit piece, Dave." I can't find it. I swear to you, there was a documentary done by Vice back in the early 2000s about the firing line in Pearl River, New York. Damn it. And we actually filmed, they filmed a movie down there. They wanted me to be in it. I told them no. Because at the time I was trying to, actually, I tell you the truth, I pussied out. I was like, I don't want to be in a movie. I should have done it. Such an idiot. Oh wow, this is. You know what I think happened? I think they got rid of the place, or they got rid of the videos because they turned it to this. They turned it into this place called Rise. So let's see. I'm gonna start actually going back there. I think people from Jersey can go in on Thursdays and Fridays.
Are you ready? Ready? Stand by.
Well, yeah.
Finish. Unload and show clear. It's clear. Hammer down. Holster. Range is clear. Time.
So I used to do this. I used to
Time. 1011.
I used to do these competitions, clearing houses and all this stuff. And I told you guys before. You guys never believed me. I don't know why, but I went out to North Carolina and performed at a kill house because I was that good. You'd kick down doors. You'd run like 50 yards to 100 yards. You'd kick down a door. You'd run through the kill house and try to make the best time. I'm just surprised they don't fucking have it anymore. Damn it. It was so funny. They did a really good job. If I put in documentary. That blows. Well, if anyone could fucking find it, you know. Well, let's show you guys how terrible the South Bronx were when I was a child.
When President Reagan made his speech to the Congress and the nation last week about the need to make deep cuts in government spending, most people who heard him nodded their heads in agreement. But it's the business of reporting.
Yeah, I got my tickets yesterday, Jasmine.
In the face of near unanimity.
And
a nagging
I'll be there very
question that
soon.
occurred to us is represented by a New York neighborhood, which has long been a reproach to the nation. But the South Bronx is trying to rise from the ashes.
This is what the South Bronx looked like when I was a
Ed
kid.
Rabel spent last week in the battle zone.
This is the South Bronx. They would set buildings on fire every night. Every night. This looks like bombed out like.
It was like the moon now, nothing but minerals.
Look at
Buildings
this.
had collapsed. Their wood had been consumed and their stones had crashed down. Some walls still stood, but windows and roofs were gone, and there was nothing inside but ashes and dollops of melted glass. That is Kurt Vonnegut's description of Dresden after its destruction by American bombers in February 1945. But this is the South Bronx, February 1981, destroyed by other Americans. Life here is hard. The battle to survive is desperate. The outcome by no means certain.
So,
Almost every week,
I guess my
is a
point
bad week
is,
for the people of the South Bronx, who are mostly black and Puerto Rican.
the blacks and the Puerto Ricans destroyed that area, right? They destroyed it. So what the city did was they said, "Hey, city employees, we're gonna give you first dibs on buying these these apartments." Who just texted? No, I don't care about that. So these guys like bought them for like $100. $100. Mostly cops. Now mostly cops own these fucking these buildings because they it was so bad. It was so bad. And then they sold them off to the rich Jews, and then the rich Jews own them. People don't realize how bad it is. Yeah, Jasmine, I'm really excited for this. I'm really nervous for the plane flight, out, because I normally don't fly. I drive everywhere. Even when I go down to, even when I went down to Florida, I drove. When I go out to Tennessee, I drive. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to need for the plane flight. Am I going to need a COVID test? Am I going to need this? Am I going to need that? I'm just bringing one bag of clothes. I'm only going to be out there. Let's see. Uh, so I'll be out there for like basically a week. I'll be out there for a week with her. So hopefully it's a good time. I'm sure it will be. There's going to be a lot of sperm flying everywhere. A lot of sperm. All over the place. Probably on the ceiling, on her face, on her back, on her chest, her stomach, whatever. Oh, man. But that's not why I'm going there, Jasmine. The real reason why I'm going to see Pete is because I think that, she's the nicest person I've ever met in my life. She is, I could talk to this woman for hours. Hours. With no sex. No sex. I'm not having sex with her. I talk to her for hours on end. Hours on end. I don't do that with women. I want to get off the phone. Oh my god. I mean, there might be so much fucking going on that the skin on my dick's gonna fall off. You know what I mean, Jasmine? This is 10 years of built up aggression. And then throw a bad back on top of it. So who knows what's gonna happen. I'll have to buy tons of Magnum condoms. Tons of Magnum condoms. Like a case. I think I might buy the gold pack. Oh, man. Oh, I need some more coffee. Let's see what else is on YouTube. It was a violent year in New York City, 1981. Wow. That was the most violent year. Let's check out some Ian Stewart Donaldson. So, like, one of, like, you know, most of Ian Stewart Donaldson's, like, great songs were his racist ones, and they don't allow you to listen to them on YouTube for some reason, except for One in a Million, which is this is what blows my mind, right? Like, One in a Million, right? I think they use the word faggot. I think they use the N word. You know, all this stuff, right? Ian Stewart is allowed to sing that. He's probably even allowed to sing Rock and Roll N-Word by Patti Smith, but you cannot play an actual Ian Stewart racist song. I don't get it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there's nothing here. Ian Stewart is dead. Ian Stewart, I think they murdered him. At least that's what people say. Stewart accents. Let's see. There's an Ian Stewart talks about Nelson Mandela touching tribute. If a white man has a pride in his heritage, he is a racist. On the other hand, blacks that have...
And we support the country of South Africa, and we'd like to dedicate this number to Hussein Tarabush. We'd like to dedicate it to the AKUB movement and the conservative movement in South Africa. And especially we would like to dedicate this number to a man called Shamus Wallace, who exterminated a piece of shit called Chris Harley. The nigger Communist Party from South Africa, and the South African man that went blew the fucker's head off. That's unbelievable. Now it's just a pity that he didn't do the same thing to Nelson Mandela.
You know, Nelson Mandela, right? Nelson Mandela was a terrorist. Let me find this out about Nelson Mandela, because I know that for a fact. I know he like blew up a building. He killed a bunch of people. Let me see. I'll Google this. Did Nelson Mandela kill people? I guarantee he did. He didn't just go to jail for for speaking out. Did Nelson Mandela kill people? Why Nelson Mandela was on a terror watch list until 2008? Let's see. Okay, let me read this to you guys. A full 100 years after Nelson Mandela's July 18th, 1918 birth, he is remembered around the world as a symbol of peace and freedom. This is from Time magazine. For ushering South Africa into democratic post-apartheid future. Yeah, destroyed South Africa, right. Yet throughout his life, Mandela had a habit of saying that he was no saint, quote, no saint. As Time noted in his 2013 obituary, perhaps more surprisingly from today's perspective, many people around the world felt the same way. In fact, Mandela remained on a U.S. terrorist watch list until 2008. Why? Understanding they can't just tell you why. They're going to say, oh, you got to understand. Understanding the reason behind the fact requires seeing Mandela's life. Right. So you have to understand his life before you realize what terrible things he did. And work in the context of both the history of the African National Congress, the ANC, the political party which Mandela was associated, and the history of the United States' attitudes during the Cold War. Right. We have to take that all into account, right? Because he blew up a goal. On the ANC side, a deciding factor was a shift in strategy that led some activists to see violence as a possible means to an end. The end being the end of South Africa's official government policy of separation of blacks and whites, right, segregation, which was going on all over the world except for, get this, Nazi Germany, believe it or not. In Nazi Germany, there was no segregation between whites and blacks. Blacks went to school with whites. Whites ate at the same dinner table as blacks, believe it or not. Since its founding in 1912, the ANC fought against apartheid for decades through rigorous nonviolent means, mostly labor strikes and public service boycotts. Time later reported, but the ANC policy of nonviolence, oh my God. This is what I'm saying. Like they're trying to sugarcoat this guy as a fucking, nonviolence received a sudden and brutal setback in 1960. That's when the Sharpeville massacre took place. In 1960, South African police killed 69 black protesters in the town 40 miles south of Johannesburg. Amid the crackdown that followed, the government banned the ANC. As the ANC went underground, Mandela became the head of the military wing of the African National Congress. Spare of the nation. Also known as he was convicted of sabotage and treason and wound up imprisoned until 1990. Does anyone know why he was imprisoned? Does anyone know? Because everyone, that I talked to when I was a kid, it was because racist white people wanted to put him in prison for speaking his mind. Well, let's find out. Time later described the group's activities from 1962 as low-level guerrilla war. Low-level. Time says that. Time described it as low-level guerrilla war. Not the police, not the government at the time. Time did. Time later described the group's activities from 1962 as low-level guerrilla warfare. Not the people that died. Time saying this. Thank you, Time. defending the shift in strategy as a last resort, because they were pushed up against the wall. They had to do this time. Mandela said in one of his interviews from prison, the armed struggle with the authorities was forced on us by the government. We had to do it. We had to do it. At the same time, and this is Mandela saying this, all right? This is Mandela saying this from a prison, all right? He said, quote, the armed struggle with authorities was forced on us by the government. Armed struggle. Armed. And you know how some people in the United States, what they think about armed struggles or armed people. At the same time, even as some American activists embraced or aided the South African fight for racial justice, the U.S. government was deep in the Cold War. As Mandela was sent to prison, his fellow ANC leader, Oliver Tambo, avoided that fate. Time later reported, because, quote, because he had been sent abroad to open a headquarters and search for funds, quote. For keeping the campaign going underground, quote, the newly exiled revolutionary, quote, this is Time saying this, the newly exiled revolutionary, not terrorist. I mean, Timothy McVeigh, they could have said this about Timothy McVeigh. You understand what I'm saying? The newly exiled revolutionary found some interest in his cause in Scandinavia, but little in other Western nations. Tambo's plea were better rewarded by the Soviet Union. What did I tell you guys? The Soviets in South Africa, which began in 1963, became increasingly important to the ANC as a supplier of funds. Guys, I'm telling you right now, the communists ruined South Africa. Not for the whites, but for the blacks. Because the communists thought they were going to swoop in and take over. Because they were going to be like, oh, the blacks aren't going to be able to take this anymore. They're not going to be able to take care of themselves. We'll end up coming in there with aid, which never happened. So, I guess these people would rather live, in poverty than have to receive help from any more white people. Let's see, military equipment, scholarships for young members, and again, half of South Africa is impoverished. Half, not 3%, not 10%. Military equipment and scholarships. Precisely how much influence Moscow. So this isn't telling us what the fuck happened yet. They're not telling us this. However, much influence it was enough to get on the wrong side of the United States. The wrong side of the United States. Between Mandela and his disciples getting funding from the communists and their willingness to engage, they say communists like it's no big deal. You know how many people died under communism? You know how many people? I could look this up right now, but I'm going to read this to you. And their willingness to engage in violence. Mandela was viewed as quote, a person on the wrong side of the Cold War. As a historian, Robert Trent, author of The Americans Are Coming, dreams of African American liberation in segregation South Africa, puts it. Right, because we're going to quote this fucking asshole. Even describes later as Americans become increasingly attuned to the injustice being, oh my God. Again, I just want to know why he was in prison. I just want to know. What did he do? All right. It goes on and on and on, which is bullshit. Where Time put it in 1986, quotations, quote, the administration is understandably troubled that some members of the African National Congress are communists. That's their problem. They don't like it. But but to alienate those who are not is to risk enlarging the communist ranks. says time. Fucking. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Again, I still haven't found anything why Mandela was in prison. Oh my god. Alright. The time you can suck my ass, alright? Fuck you. Bunch of fucking pussies. Alright, let's get the dark side of Nelson Mandela. Let's see if the Herald Sun does a reporting on this. Well, actually, let's just go into his Wikipedia. I don't know. Let me see. Let me ask Google if you blew up a building. Let's see if that works. This is how they hide information from people. What building did Nelson Mandela bomb? The Church Street bombing was a car bomb attack on the 20th of May, 1983 in the South African capital. He was involved in that. You know what's really fucked up? You can't get, like, if you type this in, it does not say, oh yeah, Nelson Mandela bombed the building. It gives you like all these excuses for why this was done and all this stuff. Let me do this, all right? I'm gonna put in Timothy McVeigh. All right. I'm gonna say the same thing about Timothy McVeigh. What building did Timothy McVeigh bomb? Because you can hardly find anything about Nelson Mandela bombing this building. What building did Timothy McVeigh bomb? Oh, right away. Oklahoma City bombing. Everywhere. Timothy McVeigh convicted for Oklahoma City bombing. Tons of it. Try to type in what building did Nelson Mandela bomb, and tell me what you find. Tell me how hard it is to find the building that, or anything that says Nelson Mandela bombed anything. Tell me how difficult that is, and then the same thing. What building did Timothy McVeigh bomb? Why is it so difficult, Google? What's the problem? Oh my God! Look. Facts, motive, Timothy McVeigh, Oklahoma City bombing, Timothy McVeigh convicted for Oklahoma City bombing, Oklahoma City bombing history. You gotta be fucking kidding me. These guys did this exact same thing. They put a bomb in a car, drove it up to a building, walked away. Walked the fuck away. I got it. I got a vacuum in here anyway. What time are you leaving?
She's still waking up.
All right.
We got a little time.
I just don't understand what the problem is. They both did the same thing, except one of them was executed. I don't get it. Right now, I dare any of you. I dare any of you. Oh, hey, David, what's up? I'm all right, David. I've been dealing with my back issue. I talked to your mother the other day. Heard everything's going all right. I'm gonna be honest with you, David. I don't know when I should be talking about you guys or not, because of what I was told from you guys. So I kind of don't bring you guys up. But I hope everything's good. Yeah, so Nelson Mandela, he did the same thing as Timothy McVeigh. Same exact thing. Same exact thing. Political ideology, car bomb, building. You can find anything about Timothy McVeigh, and it says specifically Timothy McVeigh, Oklahoma City bombing. When you put this in about Nelson Mandela, why Nelson Mandela was on a terrorist watch list until 2008? Why anti-apartheid hero Nelson Mandela was once labeled a terrorist? U.S. government considered Nelson Mandela a terrorist. You never hear about, Nelson Mandela blew up this fucking building. Nine questions about Nelson Mandela you were too embarrassed to ask. Wait, why are you having surgery, Dave? What happened? Dave, she didn't tell me anything about that. Is this something that recently happened? Dave, tell your mother to call me. So when your mother calls me, I don't put her name on the phone number just in case someone gets in my phone or something like that. So tell her to call me. You don't have to tell us why. I hope it's nothing. I try to avoid surgery like the fucking, at all costs. I don't want anyone cutting open my body. Dave, I'm sure your surgery is gonna go fine because I'm just a fucking a pussy when it comes to surgeries going under So when I had my wisdom teeth pulled, right, I was freaking out. I don't like that shit. But when it's done, knee surgery. What the fuck did you do, dude? You're a young guy too. Fuck, man. Well, it's 2021. You know what? My stepmother just had hip surgery, David, and she's recovering fine, and she's not even on pain medicine or anything like that. You'll be fine. Why is this running? All right, I gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back. Yeah, it sounds complicated. ACL surgery. Hey, Cindy, what's up? Our yard sale, isn't it like extremely hot out there? Let me see if I can. I can't show you guys this because I don't want anyone knowing when I'm leaving. I don't want you guys knowing what what flight I'm taking, what provider. This is going to be a big surprise for Melton John. Big surprise, Melton. I want to be very, very close to you, Melton. You know, Melton said, he goes, if I ever saw you, I'd kick your ass. Well, you're going to see me, Melton. Let's see what you do. Let's see what Melton John's going to do. Let's actually watch some Melton John. Let's see if... Everclear cherries and beer.
That night the senior got stabbed. It was like a big deal on the news. I luckily didn't go out that night. But if later wanted to harm me, what happened was they settled with us. Know him. I worked with him. Yeah, he used to be about that. Well, he was. I kind of crazy. Yeah.
Laura Stevenson's life says to Melton, hey, Melton. It's just Melton drinking beer. He's drinking some Natty Ice or Natty Light. Ew. Oh, you just ate the cherry out of the Everclear, and they give it to you like in a little plastic cup. Let's read some Melton John comments. All right, it's already 1 minute. No one's commenting. All right, Destinations Unknown says, I think Melton is wasted. Dimple says, I'm drinking gin and Guinness. The Unofficial Kiss Bliss says, I hear hoochie mamas. No one's commenting. And then Destination Unknown says, awesome, no muzzles. Must be a Republican state. No one commented. Let's read his comments. That was from the live stream. Okay, Monica says, haven't seen a notification from you lately. Hope you're having a good time still. That was 3 months ago. Trisha G says, I just wanted you to know you are missed. Heart. Okay, Trisha, relax. Trisha G, you fucking loser. Hope Happy says, checking in. Hope all is well and you are happy. Fuck you, Hope Happy. Just Miss Jamie. Hope you were doing okay at Melton. Shut the fuck up. Let's see. Blah blah. What about these? Are the worst. I want to read some White Lives Matters comments, and then of course Skunk Ape with the amazing comment. I think he died. That was 1 month ago. Thank you, Skunk Ape, for finally putting something of substance in the Melton John comments section. Let's go to Wieners Love Me. Oh my god. Dude, Craig, are you fucking kidding me? The true love of a lifetime? Now you're dating Snutter? Oh my god. Oh my god, Craig. Alright, we gotta read the comments on that video. Oh, none. Oh. Alright. And just to prove to you guys that Winner Loves Me does the same shit to me that I do to him. Alright. Snutter Flutter. Dude, Craig, what is going on, dude? Dude, Snutter's like an old lady, dude. Craig! There's one comment. Oh, Jasmine Star comments. Adorable Snutter. Punky. What the fuck's up with... Look. Let me show you. Look what Jasmine Star just wrote. Adorable! Adorable! Shut up, Jasmine Star. How dare you, Jasmine Star? That's an old lady. Craig's now involved with an old lady that he'll never meet. And what is up with him meeting these women? Meeting these women that are like in other countries. Oh my god! Mysterious girlfriend.
You don't need to know about that. Don't need to know about that. I'll protect you with my life. You don't need to know about that.
Craig, that was funny. Let me watch that.
Baby, it's a big dark world. You don't need to know about that. Don't need to know about that. I'll protect you with my life.
Wait, here it is. Wait. Oh, you think it's the money secret text messenger? There you go. Old flabby Snutter is giving Craig money? Woo. Dude, Craig. I mean, that's true secret text messenger. Punky and Snutter donate to him. Wow. Do you know how much they're donating? Secret text messenger? Punky and Snutter donate to him his 2 new girls. I wonder if that's what Nyx was doing. You know what they should do? They should get their money together and send Punky out to go visit Craig out in Florida and see how real it gets. That'd be great. Let's see. $50 or more. Really? All right, let's see the one that he made about me. And of course, again, he's saying that I'm this Asian guy, right? Which to me, again, is extremely racist towards Asians because I'm obviously not Asian. So let's see what the comments say. Let's call out these people that leave the comments, because I think that it's about time that these people who participate in this stuff get called out. Oh, look who it is. Jasmine Star and Charlotte's Web. I wonder what they could have put in there. Jasmine, what was your comment that you put in there? Jasmine. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jasmine Star. Cindy, that's... Well, Cindy, maybe you should talk to Snutter and yeah. Well, let's just check let's check out some more. Oh look, he has me as a sumo wrestler. All right, so let's see what the comments are, guys. Let's see what the comments are. Oh, look, Sherry Jackson says 3 weeks ago, ha 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 ha, good one. I think Asian racist comedy is funny. Send you some positive energy. Peace. Sherry the cunt Jackson. What a tremendous cunt. Let's see. And I noticed that I get the most views. Whenever he makes these stupid videos about me, I get the most views. So don't get on my case when you're like, why are you always talking about him? Why are you always picking on him? Come on. That was 3 weeks ago. And minus the fucking the lunatic phone calls I get at 3 in the morning, 12 in the morning. All right, let's listen to his taste test of the.
Yo, what's up? Back again with another review of Taki's Blue Heat. I don't know if you have seen these yet or heard of them yet. I've seen them around. I've seen people.
So I gotta be honest with you about these food reviews. These are the best food reviews or snack reviews I think I've ever seen in my life. Craig, you got to do more of them. They're fucking amazing. You're getting 107 views off of doing a fucking potato chip review. And let me read the comments. The comments are amazing. Let's see. Right, the blue chip with dust on it. Secret text messenger. Like, I've never heard of these people before. Who are these people? Computer chick. Punky. Who the fuck is this person? UC Boss. My youngest son loves those, but we've not got. So, Craig, this is my point, dude. You're doing an awesome job with these this food review shit, and of course, Babe and Buff Carrot, the two biggest fucking losers on YouTube, eat shit. Oh, and of course, Sherry the Cunt Jackson is back again 1 day ago. Noodles, Craig, I really like the Noodles videos you made about the racist Asian stuff. Hope your day is going great. Much love and peace. Is the cunt Sherry Jackson. Never again, Sherry Jackson. Never again. Let's listen.
They're hot chili pepper, artificially flavored tortilla chips. Everybody knows what a Taki is.
I don't know what a Taki is.
This is the blue heat one. So it's going to have blue dusting on it. So, yeah, let's try it.
Blue dusting.
You don't really get like a strong, like specific scent off it, except for tortilla, which is a strong smell as it is. But let's see.
He's always smelling stuff.
The bluish green.
He puts up to his nose, smells it.
It smells like a tortilla. So let's grab it.
What's up with that fucking hat, too? I mean, so I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but he has. It smells like tortilla, right? Secret text messenger. Computer chick goes to G Mangoes. Oh, cunt. So anyway, you ever notice that he's wearing all the time? He's wearing, and I'm not complaining about this because I don't know if you guys know this. I think I have 2 T-shirts that I wear, and they're both the same, right? But he has a plethora of Armani jeans T-shirts, and I thought to myself, but he doesn't own any Armani jeans. He just has the T-shirts that say Armani jeans on them, and then he's wearing this like extremely decorated hat. Well, that's up for debate, MJ. That's up for debate. I can't believe that she laughed at that racist joke that White Lives Matters made. MJ, I'm kidding. Sherry's a nice person. Sherry comes over here too. But if you guys notice, he's always wearing an Armani's jeans T-shirt.
That one I got some flavor off of. So I taste the lime. It's very forward on the lime.
Forward on the lime.
There's a little heat building up.
A little bit.
They're not bad, actually. It kind of reminds me of just a regular Taki, though. It's just blue. I think it might be...
His teeth are turning blue right now, by the way. He's wearing a blue hat. A white and blue hat for the review, which I think is amazing.
Very, very strong on the line.
Great move, Craig.
But, yeah, they're not bad. I would definitely get them again, or eat them again if they're around.
So, basically, Craig, you got to sell this shit. You can't just say it's not that bad. Every review that you do is like, it's okay. Dude, you got to sell this shit. Jasmine, I've been on vacation and Pete just told me about this channel. I thought Noodles was gone. No way. Actually, Craig's got me hungry right now. blue dust collected on his plaque. That's why they got blue. Right. So, guys, I'll be right back. Craig's got me craving chips now, and I got Triscuits. I got the rosemary Triscuits. So I'll be right back. All right, this is how you sell something. You go, oh my god, these Triscuits are amazing. I've never tasted anything like them. I got the rosemary and olive oil. I'm telling you right now, this tastes just like rosemary and olive oil. It reminds me of something that you would get at a restaurant. This is amazing. Have you guys ever tried these rosemary and olive Triscuits? They're 100% whole grain wheat. Right? No artificial flavoring. The wheat comes out of Michigan. This is real wheat from Michigan. Oh my god, it's grown with care. You don't say, they're right. No. I know, Jasmine, they're so good. Dusted with rose petals, right. No. Huh. They're so good. They make me fart like crazy. I turned my mattress into a gigantic fart muffler last night. I would fart directly into the mattress, and it would just be like. So let me read what the box says. The box says, our white winter wheat. Guys, this is made with white winter wheat. This is why it's so good. Our white winter wheat starts its journey in the thumb of Michigan. The thumb of Michigan, not the palm of Michigan, but the thumb. Where generations of family farmers grow and harvest the wheat with care and consideration. That means that this wheat has been around for decades, for generations. People have been taking care of this wheat, making it primed for the Triscuit cracker you love. Wow. Now, they're saying that these rosemary and olive oil Triscuit crackers should be topped with mozzarella, roasted tomatoes, and arugula. It sounds amazing. Exactly, MJ. Exactly. You know what, Jasmine? I bought Gouda last night. I was specifically going to have the Gouda with this with these crackers, but I just ate the Gouda instead. All right. I better stop eating these. Oh. Yeah, so you don't want to eat too many of them, to be honest with you. Because it does give me the farts. Big time. Let's see. Do a mock blue chip review? No, a secret text messenger. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Yes, I have had the dill pickle ones. They're awesome. So MJ, they also came out with a balsamic vinegar chip. You're supposed to put eat it with fruit. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I never really eat them with anything. Maybe cheese or something like that, cheese and crackers. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time putting fruit on the cracker. But the balsamic vinegar chip, Triscuit chip, is actually really good. The salt and vinegar. They make a salt and vinegar Triscuit. I'd rather eat the Triscuit chip over a potato chip. Potato chips are kind of gross. Now let's go outside. I gotta let these dogs out. Come on, you guys want to go outside? Get outside. Get in the back. Get in the back. Oh, the Ritz. I don't really like Ritz chips. I like the Triscuits. Oh, the thin Ritz. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe those are. Yeah, I could see that being good. I don't like those Ritz crackers. Make my I don't know. I'm not a big fan. You know what I used to do, Jasmine? I used to get an avocado, right? I get an avocado. I put it in a blender with garlic, roasted peppers, sometimes some dried tomatoes, olive oil, salt and pepper. I just go to town on that. You have to eat the whole thing because it starts getting funky. You're supposed to add like lemon juice or lime juice to it. What are you doing? Eating grass? Tino. Oh, Tino's eating grass. I'm gonna mow the lawn. I don't know if I'd eat one every day. I'm trying to think what kind of vegetable or fruit I would eat every day. I would probably eat I really love blueberries. I love blueberries. I'll add blueberries to everything. And plus my dogs like eating blueberries. I give my dogs blueberries. Blueberries are actually very good for dogs. I give my dogs blueberries and melon. They love melon. I like grapes. Grapes are good. Depends what kind. Yes, an orange a day is good for you. It's got a lot of poop power behind it. You really toss out a dump when you eat an orange. What are those kumquats? Is that what they are? The ones you eat you just pop in your mouth and you eat the whole thing? Pete was telling me that she eats the skin with the kiwis. You don't eat kiwi skin. I was like, Pete, what are you doing? I like skin on carrots. I also like skin on potatoes. I also like skin on apples, but not kiwis. Cotton candy grapes? No. Is that new? Oh, star fruit's very good. Yeah, I know, right, Jasmine? I can't have too many kiwis either. They make my mouth feel weird. I think I might be allergic to something with the kiwi. Mango. Mango is I could probably eat a mango every day. That's what I would eat every day. A fucking mango. I even like the process of eating a mango. I get very into actually like even eating it down to the pit. Then I have this thing that I do with a mango. I cut it in half, right? And then I twist it. And one side it separates from the pit. And the other side, the pit's still in there. Oh, shit, we gotta go inside. Come on, guys, we gotta go inside. Eat a G mango. No. Oh, Jasmine, I love mangoes. They make you poop really good, too. Actually, I've had a bad mango before. I had a really stringy mango one time, which helped me poop like no tomorrow. Come on, let's go inside. Come on, guys. You want cookies? Come on, let's go to cookies. Yeah, I gotta rattle the box for them so they come inside. Come on, Daddy's got cookies. Yeah. All right. Take that one. You take that one. Good boys. Oh, a bad mango is a G mango? That guy's such a bitch. Frozen grapes are the best, you're right. Even frozen bananas are good. You ever have frozen banana? Frozen bananas are very good. Hey, Squirrel Boy, what's up? Put them in your wine. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, maybe that's a better alternative than putting ice in your wine. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try putting frozen fruit into my wine. Noodles, do you see what I put in there? Do not give grapes. No, I don't. No, grapes I don't give to my dogs. I give blueberries. They love blueberries. And Wishbone is begging for a Triscuit right now. Oh! Never give them. I put my brown bananas in the freezer to make banana bread later. Okay. I never. You know what? I'm a big fan of banana bread. I just never made it. Squirrel Boy loves nuts. Nuts are the best, especially on my chin. Noodles, have you met John yet? Who's John? Melton? Or John Camillo? My sister makes dog food. Sweet potatoes and chicken and other vegetables. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My dogs love fruit. Oh, you want a Triscuit? Which one? You want a Triscuit? No! No, I haven't met Camillo yet. Like I said, I went down there, and Don told me to meet him at the King of Pizza in Cherry Hill, right? He goes, meet me there, I'll be there in like 20 minutes. I get there, the guy never showed up. So. Oh. Oh, that. Sorry. I know who that is. Charlotte, knock it off. You're being a baby. Charlotte, you can come in here. Charlotte is Charlotte. Relax. No one's gonna, Charlotte, here. Hold on. I'll let you come up, Charlotte, alright? You don't have to act like a fucking cunt. There's the link, Charlotte. Well, MJ, I see Charlotte. I see her. No. Charlotte. Charlotte. I'm just letting you know, Charlotte. Someone's coming for you, Charlotte.
What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I don't want to be a granola head!
Charlotte, you come in here and you try to cause grief, just like you did on Beautiful Cool Nicole's. That's what I thought. Let me see. I'm gonna look on my other computer and check out who this person is. I'll tell you guys definitively who this person is right now. Yep, I'll tell you guys it's Charlotte. Who this person is right now. Yep, I'll tell you guys it's Charlotte. This is all being documented, Charlotte. This is harassment and stalking. And I have people watching you right now, Charlotte. I have people in Camden watching you right now. That's one of my friends who lives in Camden Town. Charlotte thinks no one can touch her. Not true. Charlotte knows exactly who that is. No, that girl is very strong, I'm telling you. I wrestled that girl one time, right? And I swear to God, I wrestled this girl, and I actually had to kick it up a notch to beat her. She's a strong fucking bitch. She's a fighter too. She's like a boxer or some shit. That girl's fucking. Denise, stay out of it. Charlotte has been stalking, going after people for a very long time. Now the chickens have come home to roost for her. We all know where she is. We all know her name. It's just a matter of time.
Oh yeah.
What's up, John?
What's up, brother? My room's looking good.
Nice.
I was gonna throw that carpet out and wash it, but a vacuum it looks great.
Yeah.
I need.
What do you got? A drop carpet?
I got throw a rug. Like
Throw a rug, yeah.
Yeah, like you get, in Home Depot. You get,
Sure.
I got it from there. It's expensive.
Denise, this is the problem with this. She would, Charlotte would believe that. Charlotte would believe that, but I do know that girl. She does live in Camden Town. She's not going to beat up Charlotte.
From Canada.
I think right now they're actually in Mallorca. They live in Mallorca, and they also live in Camden Town. But Charlotte, no one's coming after you. Relax. You know why she thinks that, Denise? Sorry, this is what bothers me. She would think that to be true because I guarantee you she's doing a lot of fuckery behind the scenes. A lot of fuckery. But again, if Charlotte ever wants to know the truth, contact her, Charlotte. I have nothing to hide.
Hot as hell out there.
What in my small penis is going on in here? Come on. Asperger's galore, 1980. Charlotte's going down. There's a group of Turkish gangs that are stalking her right now as we speak. I told them to light off some fireworks in front of her house to let her know, because that's what Turkish gangs do. They always run around with fireworks. To let her know that something's going to happen very soon. Very soon. And as you know, they carry around butcher knives. Denise, come on. Are you sure about that? Denise, do you know that the squirrel character disappeared as soon as I said that? As soon as I showed that picture? My tentacles reach far and wide. I can get anyone anywhere. In real life. In real life. But I choose not to because I'm a nice guy. Actually, let me make a phone call. I'm going to have them go over there right now and light off some fireworks. I'll be right back.
Bring in the mob! Bring in the mob! We need a mob buster in the States. We need a leader who kills police. But no, Democrats. But no, elephants. Resurrect the dead. Bring in the mob. Take out the gun and get his DNA. A clone of Teflon to clean the slate. But no, politicians. But no, Freemasons.
All right, the call is placed. Charlotte, you are under heavy surveillance now. Heavy surveillance. And we can just guess. We can just guess who Asperger's galore is. Let me look at Beautiful Cool Nicole's live stream, where Charlotte went after her violently. Let's see, 4 hours ago. If you don't like someone, block them. Thank you. Excellent advice, Beautiful Cool Nicole. When was this? Charlotte, was it 5 days ago when you harassed her? Let's see.
He does, or he cannot be passed in. Channel.
When you and Nix viciously attacked her? Let's see. Let's go to her videos. Bitch Charlotte, get a life. You're an idiot. Let's see.
Hey, Dad, I'm like about this bitch Charlotte. Well, so I was just in Carmelo chat, and this bitch, Charlotte just blocked me in Carmelo chat because my cousin A blocked. Like, bitch Charlotte, you're an idiot. You believe everything racist Dina says about A. Come on, Jack.
You know, I'm kind of pissed off that Nicole actually blocked her. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Charlotte, this isn't harassment, Charlotte?
I said, it's not my crush. I don't give a shit. Who likes it, don't like it. Take a fuck off.
Charlotte, you have a wrench in there?
I got blocked the Camilla just because my crush is April.
Let's see. And then we'll see what my comments were to Charlotte.
Get a life with whoever else.
You are racist, Nicole. You are racist against white people. Look, and here we go.
Stupid bitch, Charlotte. You don't want that support a rapist because
I reported you and unsubbed. There you go, Charlotte. Denise, this is Charlotte.
Yeah,
and Nyx. They're both in there harassing this
woman.
woman.
Don't like it, Charlotte. You can go get a life with whoever else.
All right, here's when I come in. All right, here's when I come in.
Because nothing's gonna stop me from being a.
This is exactly when I come. This is what Charlotte was complaining about me, don't like it, saying, "Oh, Dave was harassing me in there." Here we go. Let's read the comments. I said, Char? Question mark. Come on, Char.
Black Spring, your block.
Hi, Nicole. Heart. This is what Charlotte got mad at me about, by the way. Look. This is what Charlotte got mad at me about. No one wants to see this?
Anybody, I'm just picking up myself as a quick.
Let's go on. I'll never be your friend again. Nicole, unblock me on Twitter. Please, I miss you. Shut up, Dave. This is my point. I only said, hi, Nicole. Shara, what's going on? You are the best, Nicole. Shara, not fair. Shut up, Dave. Shara, that's crazy talk. You are a bad person, Nicole. This went on and on and on, Denise. I don't know if you know this. It goes on and on and on.
Like RSN. But hey, on my quick paper, go get a life, bitch. Want me to come over just because you hate my friend? Well, you fuck bitch, Charlie. Go fuck off along with racist Dina, racist Abe, racist Mama Love, and racist Kiki, because now you blocked my account, bitch. And I haven't been doing it either, stupid.
Nyx needs to stop attacking you.
Like this horrible person, those great knows. I told you on Twitter, and you ran because you blocked me. I didn't block you on Twitter, you blocked me because I called you out, bitch. And told you to keep my fucking name out of our chat.
So tell me how Charlotte isn't harassing people online.
RSN.
And here's the thing, guys.
The rape is like
the one thing that you're not seeing here, right? The one thing you're not seeing here is that there were these other, once Nyx and Charlotte would disappear, all of a sudden these other accounts would come in. The N-word Nicole, all this stuff. Come on. This was my favorite one. Hurricane Harmon. I hope the flood waters destroy Craig's gaming system. If they shut down the Wawa in Florida due to the storm, Craig might starve. Nick says, shut up, Dave. That's not me. Yes, it was, Nix. You disappeared, and then all of a sudden these other accounts came in with fucking frog avatars. And you know you use the frog avatars. How many people have you accused me of being this year? I said 10. And I guarantee you each one of them was probably you. Because remember the account that used to come into my channel with Nix? Oh, that wasn't me. And I told Craig about it, and Craig found out it was you. And then you had to fess up to it. You're a liar. Nix, you're a fucking liar. And so is Charlotte. This goes on and on and on with these people. So again, you tell me. You tell me if this woman isn't up to no good. Charlotte, you're threatening people that aren't even here. They're not even here, Charlotte. And you're threatening these people. Let's see if the hate is still coming from Charlotte over here. Look. Here we go. This is where she says I'm threatening her. Love wins again. Noodle, stop intimidating. I'm serious, mister. Hey, Nix. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Dave, stop threatening me. Where did I threaten you? Oh, yes, I forgot, Char. I'm going to call out on the wire and tell him what you are doing. Dave is a bully. Dave is bullying me out on the wire. What a fucking loser. What a loser. And then you ran to Anderson and told Anderson the same thing. This is what they do. Look, this is all I said. This is all I say. This is what blew my mind. I said, Char, please just chill with the hateful comments. That's it. That's it. What's the problem? You don't like that? That bothers you? You know what you were doing there, so stop it. You still got a wrench over there, Charlotte. Nicole is a great YouTuber and a beautiful woman. No more hate, please. Hate comments have no place here at Beautiful Cool Nicole World. These are all my comments. This is what Charlotte was getting mad at me about. The Flamingo Hotel is not ready for such a storm. Craig has nowhere to go. I was trying to get Craig a place, or I was trying to get Nicole to take Craig in. AKA secret text. All right, so everyone who texts me during my live stream, right? Read this comment. Everyone who texts me during my live stream, you know that's not true. And that is Charlotte. She's picking on people who aren't here. You know what people tell me? You know what people tell me? They say I can only watch because I don't want to make comments. This is over the phone. People tell me this, and some guy told me in person, and that's why I have secret text messengers. Why does she pick on people who are not here? She's obsessed. She's a stalker. If she doesn't like you, she'll attack you with as many accounts as possible. And if you go back and watch Bitch Charlotte Get a Life, you're an idiot. Go read the comment section. The only thing you're not going to see are the comments that have the N-word in it. But you'll notice that Charlotte and Nix will disappear for a while, and Nicole will respond to some of those comments. And then all of a sudden they'll come back. This is hateful. And again, there's a lot of people that hide behind their computer. That don't want to make a comment because they're going to be attacked by people like Char. I don't blame them. I know there's people watching this right now that are saying, yeah. Char, this is ridiculous. You got to stop, Char. All right, let's watch an amazing video. All right.
We get together and start composing some music. If I wrote the words, for example, could you possibly write the music? Yeah, easy.
You know, I don't know why it has to go this far, Charlotte. Did someone expose you, Charlotte, or something like that? I mean, what's the problem? Because I know that's what Craig tried doing to Nix. I know that for a fact. Craig will do it to Snutter and Punky and all this stuff. That's what Craig does. When Craig got fired from his job at the taxi company in Westwood, he went in there the very next day and ratted everyone out. I know you did that, Craig. John told me. John told me what you did. So guys, do not tell Craig anything. Do not. Because the moment that you want to step away from this guy, he's going to tell everyone everything. He's going to throw you under the bus. Alright guys. It's Pornhub time. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna let the phone charge for a little bit so I can have some fun. I'll be back later. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, bye.